Time of the day again for some serving of pop culture, entertainment, sports, and everything in between. I'm Denise. Welcome to Afternoon Delight. Kasama natin ngayon at ang surprise of the day para sa inyong lahat, makakasama natin ngayon to chill, the one and only Gretchen Ho. Welcome to Afternoon Delight, Gretchen.
Chill lang ba talaga dito?
Chill lang dito. Parang nagkwakwentuhan lang tayo.
Tinutuwa ko dun sa opening mo serving everything.
Yes.
So ako naman, spiking delight.
Pwede,
diba?
oo.
Serving magva-volleyball na kami.
Oo. So, Gretch, you're joining us today because Lord is on medical leave, but everything's well. So, huwag kayong mag-alala, nothing to worry about, and he will be back on Monday. We'll have lots of stories in store for our viewers today, kasabay ang early merienda nila. Pero bago ang lahat ng yan, umpisahan muna natin with a quick rundown of some stories here on One News. A forest fire has been raging in Benguet, affecting neighboring areas. The last blaze recorded started on Tuesday, February 21, in the town of Tuba. This is the fourth forest fire that hit there this year. The dry conditions now being experienced up north, plus wind directions, are causing some ashfall and haze over some cities, including in Baguio. The local Bureau of Fire Protection is racing to contain the fire as soon as possible.
Over at the lower chamber, House Bill 9349, or the Absolute Divorce Bill, has now reached the plenary level. This means debates on the measure will now begin. And at the Senate, there is a push for a bill protecting the financial system of the country against cybercriminals and scammers. Under the Anti-Financial Account Scamming Act, those involved in crimes such as money muling, social engineering schemes, and economic sabotage may face a 500,000 peso fine or life imprisonment.
And PLDT Incorporated and ABS-CBN Corporation have mutually agreed not to proceed with a 6.75 billion peso sale of Sky Cable to the telco company. The two parties announced that development in a disclosure to the stock exchange.
Now, here's a story that people are still talking about. Controversial Pastor Apollo Quiboloy'S claim that his life is in danger. Ano naman kaya ang reaksyon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa conspiracy theory na yan ng kontrobersyal na spiritual advisor ng mga politiko? Magbabalita tungkol dyan si Radyo 5 Davao correspondent Bril Montalvo.
Hanggang maaga pa, Bongbong Marcos, Lisa Marcos, Martin Romualdez, bumaba na kayo sa posisyon. Mag-resign na kayo!
Yan ang banat ni Pastor Apollo Quiboloy sa administrasyon sa inilabas na audio recording nitong Miyerkules. Hindi siya nagpakita sa kamera dahil umano sa banta sa kanyang buhay. Base raw sa kanyang mga source, nakipagsabwatan umano sa US government sina Pangulong Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos at House Speaker Martin Romualdez para ipadukot o kaya ipapatay siya dahil sa mga kasong nakasampa sa kanya sa Amerika. Ayon pa kay Quiboloy, 2 milyong dolyar o mahigit 100 million pesos na ang patong sa kanyang ulo. Pero wala namang nakalagay na reward money sa wanted poster niya sa FBI. 43 ang kinakaharap na kaso ni Quiboloy sa Amerika at determinado raw ang US Embassy na pananagutin siya. Ipinasabi na pa siya ng Kamara at Senado. Pero sa aligasyon ng mga pang-aabuso sa Kingdom of Jesus Christ, sagot dyan ni Quiboloy.
Ako po ay hindi nag-asawa. Ngayon, inaakusahan ako ng napakaraming babae. Ito po ang kasalanan ko. Pinayaman ako ng Panginoon Diyos, akala nila sa akin. Single ako, kaya pinag-aagawan ako. Pagkatapos na ako ay maghihindi, mapapahiya, ibabaligtad nila sa akin.
Sinubukan naming hinga ng komento si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, pero si Vice President Sara Duterte naman.
I haven't heard or read the statement.
Nasa Davao City si VP Sara kahapon kung saan isa sa pinagkakaabalahan niya ang turnover ng daycare center sa Barangay Santo Niño. kasabay ng banding sa mga residente at mga estudyante. Ikinuwento ni VP Sara ang ginawang konsultasyon para sa unti-unting pagbabalik ng school calendars sa dati.
Nag-consult tayo sa mga teachers, sa mga stakeholders, sa mga parents, and sa mga students. And wala siyang ibang rason, mainly because of tradition and preference ng karamihan.
Pinaiimbestigahan na rin ng DepEd Secretary ang napaulat na nakapagpasok ng baril ang isang 12 anyos na bata sa Castilla, Sorsogon. Hawak ngayon ng MSWD ang bata matapos aksidenteng maputok ang dalang kalibreng 45 pistol na may 5 bala at may extra round pa.
Binibigyan natin ng instructions ang ating regions and divisions sa tingnan kung bakit nangyari ito at bakit meron firearms na nakapasok.
Para sa 1PH, Bril Montalvo, Radyo 5 Davao.
Nagulat nga tayo sa sagot nga ni Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. Sabi nga niya, siya nga daw yung hinahabol,
Oo, pinag-aagawan.
ng mga pinag-aagawan.
Oo.
Sabi niya, itong mga babae raw ay may Potiphar's wife syndrome. Si Potiphar, yung Potiphar's wife, isa siyang karakter sa Biblia who falsely accused Joseph of sexual abuse nung tinanggihan ni Joseph yung advances nung wife ni Potiphar.
Well, mukhang alam nyo, matagal-tagal pa natin pag-uusapan ang storya na yan on Quiboloy'S, especially yung parte nga na pinag-aagawan kuno siya ng mga babae. Meantime, ito naman po muna ang iba pa natin pinag-uusapan on social media, on philstar.com. UST alumni call for end to campus repression. So ito, kita natin, no? Nag-start to, hundreds of UST alumni alleged that the university, through the Office of Student Affairs, was guilty of censorship when it had a photo taken down from the Tomasino website. So yung meron ba tayong photo na ipapakita? Alam ko, ayan. So this topic has been a talk on social media for a while now, and it stemmed from the photo we're showing right now. Yung mga estudyante ng UST College of Information and Computing Science or Computer Science sa labas ng isang 7-Eleven branch, masyado daw magkamuka yung uniform nila together with the employee of 7-Eleven. That photo was on Tomasino Web's Facebook account on February 15 but was later deleted upon UST's orders.
Nasabi kasi ng university, no, the UST students might be publicly ridiculed for having one uniform, nakamukha ng uniform nung 7-Eleven workers. At sabi naman nung alumni ng UST, the photo is harmless, a sentiment shared by many others. Ano nga ba yung issue? Kapag nakasuot at pagka magkahawig dun sa suot
wala
ng
namang,
mga workers sa 7-Eleven.
Wala naman talagang masama kung yung convenience store worker at yung estudyante magkaparehas yung itsura ng kanilang uniforme. There's no issue kung bakit kailangan ikumpara in the first place. Now, in the aftermath of the photo takedown, nag-resign si Tomasino Web Advisor Leo Laparan II, who is also a desk editor for the Philippine Star. He said, and we quote, "I cannot accept and I cannot believe that as a practicing journalist, this happened in my 2-decade career in a media organization in a student environment setting."
Well, ikaw bilang isang alumni, ano masasabi mo dyan?
Unang-una, sa tingin ko, Gretch, wala naman din talagang issue kung magkaparehas yung uniform. Dahil yung nagtatrabaho sa 7-Eleven, they are making a living. Wala silang tinatapakan, wala naman silang inaagrabyado. So kung magkaparehas man, there's no ridicule na dapat mangyari.
Meron ka ba naalalang instance before na medyo sensitive yung UST? I mean, just to try to understand kung saan sila nanggagaling. Medyo mas conservative ba yung mga namamahala, mga Dominicans, Dominican brothers?
I guess with the power of social media, baka ang iniiwasan lang nila dito ay sumabog yung photo at kumbaga may masabi yung mga tao to the students. Baka nga
medyo
mabully,
protective.
quote-unquote mabully, ganyan. Pero yan na nga yung nangyari. But on a lighter note, lipat naman tayo sa Associated Press website naman. Si Beyonce becomes the first black woman to claim top spot on Billboard's country music chart.
Si Beyonce. Queen-based new single called Texas Hold'em reached #1 on the country airplay chart this week. The song was dropped on the day of the Super Bowl on February 11. The other single titled 16 Carriages debuted at the #9 slot. Now, according to the AP article, Beyonce is also the first woman to claim the top spot on the Hot Country Songs and Hot R&B Hip Hop Song chart since both began in 1958 as per Billboard. The only other acts who have topped both include Justin Bieber, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Ray Charles. So si Beyonce, alam natin na nag-perform na rin yan sa Super Bowl. Ano? Parang yung mga performers pala, hindi binabayaran.
Yes,
diba?
because of the media mileage din naman na nakukuha nila. In fact, ang sabi nga nila, may budget na binibigay dun sa artist for them to cover the expenses
of production.
Yung mga dancers na kasama, yung mga nag-aayos, but they shell out from money, like own money nila to cover it. Pero kasi ang ganda naman ng balik.
Like ito nga, nakita natin, sino ba nag-perform nitong huli?
Usher.
Si Usher, di ba? Parang may album sales, resurgence of their career. After performing at the Super Bowl, and as we see Beyonce as very, very much relevant up until now.
Ayan. And we have more entertainment stories for you. Nick, Joe, and Kevin Jonas, or simply the Jonas Brothers, are in town. Nandito sila sa Pilipinas. They arrived in Manila last night and their fans can't wait to see them up close later. Tonight, the Jonas Brothers will perform at the Mall of Asia Arena for their concert called The Tour.
Also today, mapapanood na sa Netflix ang live-action series na Avatar: The Last Airbender. Bumisita sa Pilipinas ang cast ng series at syempre, ang kasama at kapatid natin na si NJ Marfori was there. Let's watch this.
From kulitan hanggang sa pasample ng martial arts, tinodo na natin kasama mga bida ng Netflix live-action ng Avatar: The Last Airbender. Kasama sina Gordon Cormier na gumanap bilang si Aang at si Dallas Liu as Prince Zuko. Hindi raw sila makapaniwala sa init ng pagtanggap ng fans. Meron pang nag-cosplay at pumila para lang makita sila.
I knew that the Avatar: The Last Airbender is very big in the States, but to know that it has such a strong pull worldwide is amazing to hear. So to get to see all of them in another country, it's very heartwarming.
Extra special daw sa Filipino-Canadian na si Gordon na ibahagi sa kanyang mga kababayan ang pinagbidahang Netflix series.
I mean, this is my homeland, so it's amazing to be back. I haven't been here in a while. I've seen my family, got to eat some Filipino food. Yeah. It's been a very long time, I can't lie. I was probably 7 the last time I was here, but I remember seeing my family. I get to see them again. I got to see my grandma.
Nakaka-pressure din daw ang magiging reaction ng fans sa live-action adaptation ng Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We stay really true to the original, but we aren't doing impersonations of the characters. We're bringing them to life. Yes. And I feel like I bring the positive energy back to Aang.
It's exciting because it feels familiar, but there is something grounded in our show that I think people will be excited to watch.
Lalo pang nagpa-hype sa mga Pinoy na nakaabang sa serye ang trending promo video nito featuring Momshi Melay Cantiveros as an elemental flight attendant.
In compliance with aviation rules, no firebending is allowed too. Okay?
Nagpakaang pa si Melay with matching bald hair na may blue arrow. Kabol!
The waterbender in your vicinity is always ready to lend you a helping hand. Should the cabin pressure change?
Sitting in, pinch-sitting, dear Lord. Kakaiba talaga si Melay Cantiveros, no? Si Momshi Melay as Avatar.
Gusto ko yung kinokontrol niya na yung tube. Napanood mo ba yung Airbender, yung cartoon version?
Parang susulyapan ko lang. Napanood mo ba?
Napanood ko siya. This was probably around, my gosh, 10 years ago. But talagang malaking-malaki nga. Kaya nga after a couple of years, nagkaroon din ng movie, di ba? about it. So it's good na meron tayong ganyan. And,
Saka Pinoy.
Pinoy, yun
yung
na nga
gaganap,
eh.
si Gordon.
At syempre,
Diba?
yung pasabog ni Melay, lalo pang pinaingay.
Ang husay kasi ng Netflix, kung titignan mo yung the way they're trying to promote their content dito sa Pilipinas. They're trying to localize it, no?
Yes.
Using Pinoy humor. Parang yan, si Ma'am Melay.
Tsaka yung production,
Diba?
no? Ang ganda nung pagkakagawa, yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Nakapanoorin niya yan.
Oo.
Yan, ito itong advertorial ni Melay Cantiveros. At syempre, ito, Last Airbender showing on Netflix today. That is today.
Alright, sa entertainment pa rin tayo. Si Pak Yung 6, Secret Time in Manila has become the most brand-supported fan meet in the Philippines. The event's co-presenters include Smart, while Signal Play and Maya were among its various sponsors and partners. It was organized by MQ Live, the live events arm of MQuest Ventures. Pak's Secret Time in Manila is also the first fan meet event in the country with a charity component. And according to George De La Rama, Director of Advocacy, Campaigns and Media of Save the Children Philippines, the event actively supported Filipino kids in need.
Siyempre, proud na proud tayo dyan. Media Quest produced. Pak ba?
Pak, oo. Pag binasa mo ng buo,
Pak
medyo
yung
na...
sick. Yun pala. Sana ko lang nalaman yung pronunciation nun. Pero sana susunod si no? Hyun Bin.
Yun, babe.
Di ba?
Tsaka
Oo,
si
Miss Jane, Ma'am Shena.
Tsaka si Gong Yu.
Gong Yu.
Oo.
Oh, yes.
Mga-
Yung mga natin. Request natin.
Mga biases, wala.
Sana all. Sana naman.
Okay, mga kapatid, time check lang po. Tingin-tingin sa orasan hanggang alas 3 pa tayo, ha? Kaya dyan lang po kayo.
Magbabalik ang Afternoon Delight. delight.
Walang merienda.
Walang merienda. O, sabay-sabay tayo. Ito meron akong halo-halo. Oo, para sa'yo. Para sabay-sabay tayong kumain.
Thank you.
Magpalamig ng konti at makibalita sa latest
Sa mainit na
trending.
balita,
O, diba?
ito ang pating panghimagas, panlamig. At tuloy-tuloy nga po ang ating kwentuhan ngayong Webes, February 22. O sige, buksan mo muna yung
Hindi, nanonood kaya si Lord De
Halo-halo.
Vera. Parang gusto ko lang
inggitin mo lang, isa lang.
Oo, Lord De Vera, tinan mo. O, pag nandito ka, may ganito ba? May pakain. Magpakain ka pagbalik mo, ha? Oo, di ba? Ayan, ayan. Hindi, kasi sabi ko, nung niyaya ako mag-pinch hit dito, sabi ko, afternoon delight, parang bagay sa icebergs. Yung banana boat, yung halo-halo. Hindi ako makapagpa-deliver dito ng icebergs. Yun yung kinalakihan ko kasi.
Ay, ang social mo naman. Ako ang kinalakihan ko lang yung doon sa kapitbahay namin bibili na ako
Hindi, yun ang
20
treat ng
pesos
magulang. Pagkatapos ng dentist, dadalhin ka sa iceberg, di ba? Ito yung halo-halo natin. Para kahit ano mga pag-usapan natin, medyo lumamig ang ating mga ulo. At ngayon naman, speaking of paglamig ng ulo ng mga teachers at mga estudyante, mukhang mangyayari na po yan. Dahil makakausap po natin ngayon ang Department of Education on various issues. On the line, we have DepEd Secretary Francis Bringas. Magandang hapon po, ASEC.
Ay, magandang hapon, Gretchen. Magandang hapon, Denise. At sa lahat ng nanonood and nakikinig ng Afternoon Delight.
Kaya ASEC Bringas, ito nga po, naibalita na that we will revert gradually to the old school calendar. Ano po yung mga dahilan at napagdesisyonan ng DepEd finally na gawin ito?
Yes, we already had released the department order shifting our calendar to an earlier close this year. And this is a result of the nationwide consultation that we had for all stakeholders, relevant stakeholders, that included teachers, learners, parents, teachers' organizations, and even the general public who had, in a survey, had expressed their clamor also for the return to the traditional school year.
ASEC, yun nga ang laging nasasama sa discussion, yung tanong, basa sa pawis o basa sa ulan? Kaya po ba, excuse me, kaya po ba na-push yung move to revert to the old calendar school calendar is because of the stifling heat experience last year, dahil on the other hand, may problema rin naman po tayo sa bagyo. So, dun po sa pagbabalik o pag-revert sa old calendar, mas resolbahan po ba ang lahat ng ito?
Well, it is not because of the weather conditions that we reverted, but it's a result of the consultation, as I mentioned. No? Kasi napaka-importante na makuha natin yung opinion ng lahat ng mga involved sa education sector natin para makita natin kung ano ang consensus ng karamihan para magkaroon tayo ng mas acceptable at agreeable na conduct of our regular school year. At ito na nga, napagkasunduan at may consensus na tayo na mas mainam para sa lahat kung ibalik natin sa June to March yung ating opening. Yung ating school year.
ASEC, ano po yung findings ng ating consultation at yung learnings natin? Because I believe, shinif natin yung calendar to August para makasabay tayo sa international calendar. But now, we are reverting back to, eventually, to June, ang pasukan, tapos matatapos po yan ng April. Pero hindi pa agad-agad. Pero ano po yung learnings muna natin dito about the Philippine experience in our schools?
Well, Gretchen, yung pag-shift natin to August na opening actually was forced by the pandemic. It is not because we wanted to be attuned with this calendar of the international community, but it is more of a forced situation because of the pandemic. We cannot do anything about that. At may ipinasang law para bigyan si President ng authority para i-move yung ating school calendar. So that is what we did. Now that we are out of the public health emergency, na-lift na yan ng ating Presidente, so it's about time that we shift back to our traditional June to March school year, at ito ay naging resulta nga ng ating consultation kung saan lahat or majority or almost all of them would want the June opening. So we are gradually shifting, and hopefully in the next 2 years we will be back to June opening.
ASEC, DepEd is also eyeing the pilot test of the new senior high school curriculum by academic academic year 2025-2026. On track na nga po ba with the planning?
Yes, we are on track. Last year, we have created the senior high school task force to review the curriculum as well as the implementing guidelines for the senior high school, because we are responding to several results of studies that would require the department to review its implementation as well. So the report of the task force will be due for submission to the Office of the Secretary by May this year, and hopefully yung ating curriculum will be reviewed by then after proper consultation and undergoing the process of revisions, and we might be able to pilot this by 2025-2026.
Ilan pong eskwelahan yung kasama dun sa pilot test? And ano po yung inaasahan natin ng mga challenges na haharapin?
Okay, we have not identified as of now kung ano yung mga pilot schools natin, but we have a systematic and scientific sampling that is done by our research partner, which we had in the pilot of the Kinder 147 curriculum this year. So if we follow the sampling procedures that was done for this, we will probably do the same for the 2025 pilot of the senior high school. But as it is now, our pilot for the K-10 curriculum is sampled in 35 schools across 7 regions around the country.
Speaking of K-10 curriculum po, kapusta naman po yun? What were the revisions done? And have you done enough consultation with stakeholders as well to fully implement it, sir?
Yes, the revised K-10 curriculum underwent a full consultation with stakeholders as well as experts, and it was launched last year. And we are on pilot this year. Last February 16, we conducted the Matatag Curriculum Summit, where all 35 participating schools in the pilot study gathered together to share their best practices and share their findings, challenges, and issues. And we had the research that was presented that is being conducted to look into how the curriculum pilot run is being undertaken.
Asek, babalikan ko lang po yung pag-shift natin to the old school calendar, no. Paano po yung rollout nito in very specific terms, and also paano po yung mga challenges naman dito, kasi kumbaga iba-iba rin kumbaga may nag-graduate tapos may mag-enroll. Ano po yung mga tinitingnan po natin doon na dapat nating plansyahin?
Okay, yung ating pag-shift ng calendar from June 14 closing to May 31, 2024 as closing, it already took into consideration na may mga certain competencies tayo towards the end of the school year that need to be covered in a shorter period of time. So meron tayong mga certain adjustments in the budget of work para yung mga time allotments natin na binibigay sa ating mga competencies ay mabigyan ng tamang allocation so that we will finish them on time. Also, the rollout for this will include also the mandatory or uninterrupted 30-day vacation for teachers right after the last day of classes. So this will give our teachers enough rest, including our learners, so not to worry about work for the next 30 days, and then they get refreshed and then have a better perspective and a better approach to return to school year by 2024.
Okay, yung curious lang ako kasi parang naalala ko kasi, di ba tayo, mga estudyante tayo, set na sa atin pagdating ng April to May, summer vacation yan eh. Yun po rin ba yung isa sa mga reklamo ng mga teachers na hindi sila nakakapagpahinga ng maayos? Kaya yun nga po, binibigyan nyo sila ng 30-day rest before moving to the next school year.
Yes, we want to give them the full 30-day rest kasi in the past years siguro may mga initiated pa rin ng DepEd na mga activities tayo, mandatory man or voluntary, but teachers are really compelled to do that during summer. But now that we are giving them the full 30 days, hopefully, definitely makakapag-rest ang ating mga teachers for the next 30 days. At yung mga bata naman na nagka-clamor for summer, actually yan yung lumabas dun sa consultation natin with parents na kailangan din nilang makabanding ang kanilang mga anak na hindi umuulan at yung traditional na nga na summer natin para maka-enjoy sila sa mga bakasyon naman nila na hindi nila nagawa in the past
So ang
year.
last day po this year is anong araw po? Last school day?
Ang last day natin this year will be on May 31, 2024.
And then the first day of the next school year will be?
The first day of the next school year will be July 29.
Okay.
Asek, paklaruhin ko lang po, no, with the roles of the teachers naman. Sigurado na po na hindi na rin po sila maoobliga dun sa mga admin work, yung mga ginagawa din po katulad ng brigada eskwela. Hindi na po sila kasama doon?
Well, yung ating brigada eskwela is actually voluntary pa rin talaga yan, no? So it's the spirit of volunteerism in action in our schools. Pero yung mga admin tasks na nabanggit mo, nakapag-issue na tayo in January ng department order natin, immediately removing the administrative tasks of teachers. Dahil nga gusto ng ating administration na makapag-focus ang mga teachers natin sa teaching learning process inside the classroom. So we are now into the halfway into the transition period na binigay natin sa ating mga schools division officers para implement itong pag-alis ng mga administrative tasks. At nakaset naman yung ating support mechanism para ma-fully implement ito in all our 47,000 schools nationwide.
Kasama naman po dun sa mga para siguro, no, yung mga, speaking of the teachers, kamusta naman po yung salary hike na hinihingi nila?
Meron nakabinbin or na-file na bill sa Congress about increase in salary. And on the part of the department, meron din tayong partnership with the World Bank on the study of the salary increase among our public school teachers and employees. At the ongoing yung study na yan, and hopefully before in time for the deliberations of the bill in Congress, makapag-present na rin ng position ang ating department with regards to this salary increase. But just on record, we are saying that we are not opposing any increase in salary of teachers, but we are advocating it as well.
Not proposing, kumbaga hindi po galing sa inyo yung proposal na yun.
No, not opposing.
Opposed, not opposing. Sorry. All right.
Yes.
Puntahan naman po natin yung campaign ng DepEd to bridge the learning gap that we experienced during the pandemic. How are we doing with that?
Well, we are doing it step by step. We have launched last year our National Learning Recovery Program na nakapaloob naman dyan yung ating National Learning Camp, which is on its second year this school break. Meron din tayong national reading program, which is already incorporated also in the matatag curriculum, particularly for grades 1, 2, and 3. We have the National Mathematics Program, and of course, we have the Catch-up Fridays, which we started this January.
Okay. Yung ito nga, sabi nyo nga po kanina, no, that you're not opposing the salary hike for teachers. Ang propose po ay double the entry-level salary, which is 50,000 pesos, a living wage amount, considering yung inflationary cost po ng goods ngayon. Tingin niyo po ba itong 50,000, kakayanin din ito nung ating mga private school owners? Ano pong natin? This is a reasonable amount.
Yeah, I don't. We cannot comment on the reasonability of the amount. That is why we are coordinating with our yung study natin with World Bank. We are considering all other factors, inflation, and then the widening gap between the salaries of public school and private school teachers. Because we want also to consider na we are recognizing the partnership or the complementarity that we have with the private schools, and we do not want to jeopardize that by making the salaries yung salary difference too wide. So we are coming up later after we have the study with the World Bank with a reasonable increase for all public school teachers.
Asek, dahil pinag-uusapan na nga natin yung salary, no, marami pa rin po bang mga guro yung mga pumipiling mag-abroad dahil malayo nga po yung diferensya with salary?
Kung percentage ng pinag-uusapan natin, hindi naman siguro ganun kadami, no? We have, at present, we have a plantilla position of more than 800,000 teachers. At yung mga nag-abroad, pinipiling mag-abroad, nag-avail talaga sila ng exchange visitors program kung saan contractual naman yung kanilang mga pagtatrabaho abroad as teachers, and we also have cases na bumabalik din sila sa ating bansa para magturo ulit after their contract. Pero hindi naman siya ganun na matatawag na natin brain drain syndrome. So hindi pa naman siguro.
Okay, mukhang maraming sasaya sa desisyon po ng DepEd na ibalik sa old school calendar. Kami naman po bilang mga mamamahayag, hindi na kami malilito kung kailan ang simula at ending. Kasi nga, gaya ng sabi ko, iba nung panahon natin, iba na sa ngayon. At parang hindi mo alam kung anong mode ka, kung magbabakasyon ka, o may eskwelahan pa, and all those things. At mabibigyan natin ng pahinga, sapat na pahinga ang ating mga guro at mga estudyante.
Asek, pahabol lang ako isa pa. Again, about the teachers, sapat na po ba yung ating mga public school teachers? You just mentioned the percentage. Pero yung mga public school teachers, sapat na po ba for the amount of students that we have o kailangan pa natin magdagdag, kailangan pa natin mag-hire?
Denise, meron pa rin tayong finifill up na gaps natin in terms of teachers, number of teachers para makuha natin yung ideal na ratio natin na 1:20, ranging from 1:25 to 1:45. So, every year naman, nabibigyan tayo ng allocation na 10,000 new teaching positions. At yearly, meron tayong allocation na ganyan. And hopefully, with the adjustments in our alternative delivery modes, and pagdating na rin sa pagbibigay natin ng administrative positions in our schools, we can free up some of the administrative time given to teachers into dedication to teaching time at ma-address natin yung kakulangan natin eventually.
Alright, maraming salamat po for joining us here in Afternoon Delight. That was DepEd Assistant Secretary Francis Bringas. Maraming salamat po, Asek.
Thank you, Denise, and thank you, Nicole?
Gretchen.
Yeah.
On the line. We have Asek Bringas.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat din po. At ito naman, para sa mga nagtitipid dyan, alam nyo bang may bodega na nagbebenta ng bagsak presyong grocery items, speaking of inflation, sa halagang piso, may mabibili ka na. Ano nabibili mo ng piso noon?
Candy. Tsaka yung alam mo yung hotdog na cheese?
Piso lang yun?
Oo, yung snack.
Totoo?
Oo.
Pandesal, naalala ko pa, naabutan ko pa yata yun. Pero ito, malalaman natin kung ano nga bang mabibili ng piso ngayon sa ating mojo na si Evan Tarinque.
Sa mahal ng mga bilihin ngayon, talagang umaaray ang ating mga bulsa. Pero kung sabihin ko sa iyo, yung piso mo, makakabili na ng gatas. Maniwala ka kaya, presyong divisorya. Baka mas mura pa ang mga ibinibenta dito sa Piso Bagsak Presyo Bodega dito sa Quezon City. Ang mga sachet ng gatas, kape at chocolate, mabibili mo sa halagang piso lang. Ang mga yan kasi may factory defect, pero sa packaging lang naman. At yung laman sa loob, goods pa naman daw.
Yung mga piso po namin na shampoo dyan, isang problema lang po nun, yung dense, yung packaging lang ho. Ano mga hindi na pwedeng pakidabang, itatapon na ho namin dito sa po.
Sinisiguro rin nila na kanilang mga binibenta ay pwede pang gamitin. At yung mga na-expire naman ay hindi na nila binibenta at tinatapon na kaagad. Ang inyong paboritong lotion at body wash, tig 99 pesos lang. At malaking size pa ha, may chocolate sa halagang 69 pesos at ang iba ay tatlo 100. O di ba? Sulit na sulit. Kaya naman ang ilang naabutan ko bumibili dito. Bagamat napanood na ito sa mga vlog, nagulat pa rin sa presyuhan.
Sabi sa mga vlog, sobrang mura rin talaga. Kala ko scam hindi pala. Kala ko scam mga sinasabi ng mga tao, pero totoo palang mura din po talaga dito.
Bukas ang bodegang ito araw-araw mula 9 a.m. hanggang 8 p.m. ng gabi. Grabe naman talaga ang presyo ng mga pang-araw-araw natin ginagamit. Pero syempre, lagi pa rin ugaliing i-double check ang mga binibili. Mobile Journal Event na rin po hatid ang mukha ng balita.
Ang ating mojong gala.
Kung saan-saan nakakapunta yan.
Ukay-ukay ng mga goods,
Oo, piso, no? Pero ano lang naman yun, kung ang sabi nila is yung packaging lang, kung ikaw tight talaga ang budget mo, dapat pwede mo nang dayuhin yun.
Tama.
'Di ba? Tapos yung pagkain, i-double check nyo lang kung dapat syempre yung expiration date, kung gaano nyo katagal planong i-store yan sa inyong mga bahay-bahay. But Magandang na
Saka ano kung
bisita
piso
ni
lang
Evan.
naman, di bibilihin mo na, tapos tignan mo, buksan mo pag uwi mo, kung hindi na okay, piso lang naman yung nawala sa'yo.
Oo,
Di ba?
pag
At the
okay,
time, medyo-
hoard na.
Di ba?
Alright mga kapatid, again hindi pa po kami tapos. You're still watching Afternoon Delight. Magbabalik pa po kami after this quick breather. And as we do that, we bring you today in history from the Associated Press. Stay tuned.
February 22nd, 1732. George Washington, the first president of the United States, is born in what's then the Virginia colony. Washington commanded American forces during the Revolutionary War and led the Founding Fathers in drafting the U.S. Constitution. 2006, insurgents destroy the Golden Dome of one of Iraq's holiest Shiite shrines, the Askaria Mosque in Samarra. The blast sets off a spasm of sectarian violence in Iraq just years after the U.S.-led invasion topples Saddam Hussein from power. 1980, the miracle on ice at the Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York. That's where the American hockey team beats the heavily favored Soviet Union 4-3. ABC announcer Al Michaels.
You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Silk. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
The U.S. team later claims the gold medal by beating Finland. The Soviets take the silver. And 1987. In New York, pop artist Andy Warhol, known for his renderings of Campbell soup cans, dies at the age of 58. Today in history, February 22nd. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
we're back. You're still watching Afternoon Delight. Ako po, si Denise.
At ako naman si Gretchen Ho. We are in the final stretch of the show. Nag-enjoy kami ng aming halo-halo dito.
Care of, Miss Gretchen.
Pampalamig. Meron kami para sa crew pagkatapos ng show na to. But on to our news of the afternoon. Gilas Pilipinas is just getting started.
That's right. Dahil nga mamayang gabi yung unang laban nila para sa opener ng FIBA Asia Qualifiers. At ang unang makakasagupa, Hong Kong. It is an away game for Gilas Pilipinas. At nakausap ng Afternoon Delight si veteran sports anchor and analyst Sev Sarmenta. And here's his fearless forecast.
Ang mahirap na kalaban natin sa window natin is New Zealand. Yung Hong Kong, kaya siguro yun with the lineup that Team Con has. Yung Chinese Taipei, may gulat lagi yan eh. The game will be held here, so may advantage tayo. It will be held in the Phil Sports Arena, so may advantage tayo. In New Zealand, I'm not sure baka sa New Zealand gawin. Mahirap kalaban New Zealand kasi malaki sila. Pumasok na sa Olympics yan at always a tough competition. Nagbago ang mapa ng Asia, sali na Australia at New Zealand, so our chances become difficult. I think naman we'll move ahead. I don't think they're thinking na hindi tayo papasok sa next round. I think the key game is the Taiwan game. But si Team Con, long-term planner yan. Alam mo naman yan, hindi short-term yan. Sanay sa series yan. So I think we'll get into the next round and I think we'll be able to qualify for the FIBA Asia.
Ayun, ang fearless forecast si Sir Sev Sarmenta. New Zealand daw tayo mahihirapan.
Oo, kasi yung Hong Kong tsaka yung Chinese Taipei, tinalo na natin in the past. Kaya nga, according to Sir Sev Sarmenta, yung 14 practices, hindi yung 14-day, 14 practices of Gilas will be enough as preparation for Hong Kong and Chinese Taipei. Pero for New Zealand, is a different story dahil hindi pa nga tayo nananalo dito sa New Zealand.
Well, one thing's for sure, ibang-iba na yung Gilas program ngayon. We have a new team, new set of players, a new head coach. At sabi nga ni Sir Sev, long-term planner si Coach Tim Cone. So mukhang ito pa lang yung simula. But again, this will be the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. We're also gunning for the 2024 Olympics. So it looks like, we're just at the start of that journey. The opening game of Gilas versus Hong Kong in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers will be at the Chen Wan Stadium. Philippines is number 38, Hong Kong naman 119 in the world ranking, so medyo malayo-layo.
Tapos ang medyo issue dito ng Gilas Pilipinas, Junmar Fajardo of course sitting out because of a calf injury na nakuha niya in the finals of the recently concluded Commissioner's Cup. AJ Edu will be out as well because of a meniscal tear. So ang papalit sa kanya, Japeth Aguilar. For us to have another body, a big body on the floor, dahil yung isa sa mga sinabi din ni Sir Sev, kailangan mo ng isang poste, kailangan mo ng isang sanay makatanggap ng mga banggaan.
At syempre, alam natin na sanay na at veterano na si Japeth Aguilar sa Gilas program. The next Gilas game will be against Chinese Taipei on February 25. That's this coming Sunday at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. So kung gusto po ninyong manood, dito lang po yan sa atin. At total of 24 teams competing, pooled into 6 groups. Gilas is in Group B, kasama nga po na nabanggit natin, Hong Kong, Chinese Taipei, at New Zealand.
And only the top 2 teams to advance to the finals, while last 4 places will be battled by the 6 teams in 3rd place of their respective groups. Alam mo, lagi pinag-uusapan to, ano yung mangyayari sa Gilas Pilipinas kapag hindi nakuha yung unang 2 panalo? Wala pong problema because the second window will be on November. That is a home game, so 2 laban yan dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos yung 3rd window po natin is next February 2025. So again, 2025 Gilas Pilipinas versus New Zealand.
Next year pa yun.
Next year pa yun, oo. Pero ayan, we were showing the
airing
platforms,
times.
kung saan nyo po pwedeng mapanood ang laban ng Gilas kontra Hong Kong later at 8 p.m. And that is what we're flashing on our screen. So One Sports Plus, at pati na rin sa RPTV.
Kasama na dyan ang DTT, Signal, and the Pilipinas Live app, which you can download on Google Play or the App Store. Yan ang ating balitang sports para sa hapong ito. Moving on, alam nyo ba na may mga kumpanya na namumuhunan para siguruhing bawas ang stress ng mga empleyado nila? Sana all, no? Yung mabait naman yung mga sabi.
Oo naman.
Namumuhunan naman sila sa atin. Di ba? Pero ano yung mga kumpanyang yan? Alamin natin sa report ni Mojong Gala, Evan Tarinque.
Work from home o sa office? Anong pipiliin mo? Ngayong pinupursige ng ilang mga kumpanya sa bansa na magbalik opisina ang kanilang mga empleyado matapos ang pandemic, baka raw pwedeng gawing ehemplo itong ginagawa ng isang IT company sa Antipolo City. May modernong conference room at training lab, 24/7 din ang cafeteria. Ito ang malupit. May indoor game room sila at karaoke room pa.
We have 650 seats. We need to fill all 650 seats. So we expect to start hiring and sourcing sometime at the end of March.
Kung profession mo ay digital technology at customer experience, hindi ka pa ba mag-aatubiling mag-apply dyan?
And we have a great talent, great team that we have built and which serves our clients day in, day out. We deliver well to our clients.
Next month, formal na magbubukas ng delivery center bilang dagdag sa 5 pa nilang opisina at mahigit 3,000 Pilipino nang employed sa kanila. Base nga kasi sa survey ng tech giant na Cisco, halos kalahati ng Philippine companies ngayon ang nagre-require na sa mga empleyado nilang magbalik opisina. Bukod daw kasi sa mas produktibo, mas malinaw din daw ang komunikasyon.
We are open in terms of what we want to do with the city, with our expansion plans. As of now, we have just picked up Antipolo. We want to make this work.
Work from home o from office man, isa pa rin ang sigurado. Dapat may trabaho, lalo ngayon na ang mahal ng mga bilihin. Mobile Journal Event na rin hatid ang mukha ng balita.
Yun nga, magandang strategy yan to get people attracted to go back to the workplace. Dahil nga yung henerasyon ngayon, dahil nanggaling tayo sa pandemya, marami gusto na lang mag-work from home.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo, pero magandang tuwa ako dun sa may pa-karaoke, may pa-videoke, talagang
Meron pang pa-sports, diba?
Diba? Oo nga, iba-iba.
Relaxing.
Tsaka, maraming kumpanyang gumagawa niyan. I actually read a study before. Oxford made this study na happy workers are at least 13% more efficient in their jobs. Kapag nga masaya silang pumapasok, they're in a good mood, and in return, syempre, mas mabilis na gagawa yung trabaho at mas gumaganda yung flow, kumbaga, ng buong kumpanya.
Pero marami rin talaga nagbago ng pandemic kasi dahil marami ng opportunities ngayon, especially for the Gen Z workers. They have so many options. Pwede silang mag-freelance dito, mag-work abroad, pero galing sila sa Pilipinas. Namimili na rin, ng, I guess, yung lifestyle. Ano ba yung kakaharapin kong buhay araw-araw if I take on this job. Kaya naman, it's good that they are strategizing on how to make it a friendlier workplace. And also, kadikit nun, marami rin kasing office space available because of that trend, work from home. Yung mga opisina, kumbaga parang may vacancies. Dahil na rin sa Pogo.
Oo.
Kasi nga, mawawala na yung mga Pogo. Kumbaga meron tayong increase in office space. Kaya it's good that we continue to innovate. Dito sa sa big building natin dito sa Launchpad. Kung makikita mo dun sa sports sa baba, sa TV5, actually may parang truck dun May pwede kang tumakbo. Hindi ka matatakbo sa opisina. Pero alam mo yun, yung
Hindi, pwede rin naman.
Mas dynamic, diba?
Pwede rin naman kung gusto mo, pampabata, diba? Hirap na yung araw-araw kang pumapasok, parang feeling mo tumatanda ka sa opisina. Pero speaking of pagtanda, this story never gets old because of this cat. Hello Kitty is turning 50 this year, and there's now an exhibition in London all for this iconic Japanese cat. Watch this.
Well, Hello Kitty is the icon of cuteness. She is cute's ambassador. So we could not have her in the show. And we wanted to celebrate her. It's interesting how powerful she is. Well, there are lots of different sides to cuteness. And there's light and dark. So on the one side, it's really pleasurable, it's pure pleasure. It's also comforting, but it's also incredibly manipulative and monstrous. So the exhibition shows both the light and the dark of cuteness. So if you think you know cuteness, think again.
Ikaw ba fan ng Hello Kitty nung bata? Yung totoo?
Hindi, fan ako ng mga baril-barilan.
Ayun, ako parang langit lupa tsaka taya-taya,
Diba?
okay na ako
Ayun tayo mga atleta. Pero syempre, iconic yan si Hello Kitty. Kasabay niya sila Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, di ba?
Oo.
Polly Pocket. Ayun, Polly Pocket fan ako.
Oo, yan. Dinaanan ko rin yan. But iba-iba lang talaga nagdadala ng saya sa atin. But of course, Hello Kitty is an iconic figure for most people our age.
Tama.
Or kahit yung mga bata pa
Tayo
ngayon.
kasi, magkahenerasyon tayo.
Oo.
Ang tanong ko, si Lord De Vera, ano kaya yung kinalakihan niya?
Nako,
Tanungin mo sa kanya sa
tatanong
pumabalik
natin si Lord. Pero ang kakamustahin ko, kamusta naman ang experience mo dito sa Afternoon Delight? I hope na natuwa ka, na sumaya ka.
Sabi ko nga, bakit ako sa big story nila, guys? Dito na lang. Di ba may kainan tayo?
May kainan pa.
Sa susunod, pwede nang may kasamang iba pa dito sa halo-halo natin. Medyo...
Iniinom naman.
Iniinom naman. Tapos ang title no show, Wag Ho. Ay, na-miss lang namin yung wag po.
Oo. Nami-miss ka rin namin, of course, Lord. Kaya magpagaling at balikan na kagad dito.
Bakit nga ba? Ano magpagaling? Yung
mata.
Lumalabo yung mata niya.
Oo, lumalabo.
Para luminaw naman ang mata mo, Lord De Vera.
Walang kinalaman sa edad. Kinalaman sa edad. Pero dyan po nagtatapos ang ating episode today for Afternoon Delight. And thank you so much, Gretchen, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Joining me. Sa uulitin, ha?
Nag-enjoy ako.
Alright. Ayan po, again, for Thursday, that is it. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Denise Tan.
Okay, sabay-sabay po tayo. Magmerienda. Ako po si Gretchen Ho. This is Afternoon Delight and we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.